All right, class, today we're reviewing, getting ready for your quiz. So looking through this review, if you can do the things in this review, you will absolutely be ready for your quiz. So up here we have some things that you need to make sure that you are good with, but we're going to go through and cover the review so that you're set and ready to go. Number one, we're looking to see, is this point a solution? To be able to figure that out, we're going to plug it in. We're going to take this x and we're going to take this y and be able to put them in the equation. So x will go in for x, y will go in for y. So we end up with 6 times 1 minus 3 times negative 2 equals 12. We're going to solve, we're going to simplify the left side and see if we end up with a true statement. If the statement is true, the solution, the point is a solution to the equation. If the statement is false, it is not a solution. So 6 times 1 is 6. Negative 3 times negative 2 is a positive 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Does 12 equal 12? Yes, it does. So it is a solution. Number 2, writing the equation for a graph. With the equations for a graph, you want to make sure you have two things. You need to know the slope. You need to know the y-intercept. Y-intercept, where does that line cross the y-axis? That crosses the y-axis at 1. And then we need to look to see what the slope is, which is rise over run. So rise, or actually let me find my point first. Okay, I'm going to pick that point and I go rise 1, 2, 3. So rise 3, run 1, 2, run 2. So I can check it another direction too. Okay, I can go and I see right here is a place where it crosses. I'm going to find one where it crosses right at the crosshair so that I can be really precise. So rise, it's actually going to go down 1, 2, 3. So that is negative 3 rise. Run left 1, 2, which means negative 2. Those things are equal. So our slope is m equals 3/2 and b is 1. You're not done though because you've got to put it in the equation. Our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So m is our 3/2, x plus b is 1. That's it. Y equals 3/2 x plus 1. Number 3, special equations. When the line is going up and down, that it is a vertical line, that is a special equation. That x equals whatever it is crossing right there. It is crossing at the 3, so x equals 3. That is the equation. Okay, now we have this line here for b. And so that one's going to be our y-intercept is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So y equals negative 3. That's it. That's our special equation. Okay, on the back side, looking at number 4, we're graphing the equation. So when we look at number 1, we have an equation that is in slope-intercept form, which makes it really easy. We need to find our slope. We need to find our y-intercept. So right here is our slope. So m equals 1/2. Right here is our b. So b, our y-intercept, equals negative 3. So we begin with the y-intercept. 1, 2, 3. And then we move with m. Negative 1, 2. So negative 1 means down 1, right 2. 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 I can go the opposite. Up 1, left 2. Okay, and I can carry on all the way across our graph. There is our line. Now, looking at number 2. So you want to find your M. You want to find your B. M right here, 3. Y-intercept right here, 2. You're going to begin with the y-intercept. You're going to move with the slope. So finish up and put the second one on the graph. Number 5, writing a linear equation from a table. So first thing that we have to do is we have to find our M. So from a table, M equals change in y over change in x. So change in y to go from -2 to 1. What's happening? Okay, from -2 to 1, that would be +3. To go from 1 to 4 is +3. Then from 4 all the way up to 13 is +9. Then our change in x, +1, +2, and then here it is +3. So, change in y, we have 3 over, this is should be +1. 3 over 1. We also have 9 over 3. And when I simplify, 3 divided by 1 is 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Those are equivalent. So, M equals 3. Okay, so that gives us part of our equation. We know that we have y equals 3x. Now, do we need a b? So, we're going to substitute in. Okay, so I'm going to write this out. Y equals 3x, and then do we need a b? Okay, so I'm going to substitute in. I'm going to take this 0 right here, and I'm going to put it in for x. Okay, so 3 times 0 is 0. Now, right now, that does not equal -2. So how do I get from 0 to -2? Well, if I minus 2, then that gets it. Let's test another point. If I go 3 times 1 minus 2, 3 times 1 is 3, minus 2, that gives me 1. So I plugged in a 1 and I got a 1. So that works. So our equation, y equals 3x minus 2. That is our equation. Now, looking at the second one, you're going to go and you're going to be looking for your M equals change in y over change in x. Okay, so change in y from 4 to 1 is minus 3. 1 to -2 is minus 3. -2 to -8 is -6. 3 to 2 is minus 1. 2 to -1 is minus 1. 1 to -1, that's actually a minus 2. Okay, so go ahead and finish that up and do your equation for B. Number 6, we have a situation, and so we need to come up with the equation, our function rule for this situation. So it tells us we have to pay an activation fee of $65 for a cell phone. We're only going to pay that $65 one time. And then we have a monthly fee for your cell service that is $36. And that is every month. So in our equation, X is going to equal the number of months, okay? And Y is our total cost. So for every month, we have to pay $36. So that means we have to do 36 times the number of months. Well, that's going to change. That's one of our variables that we can use to help us, okay? So we're going to use X. So 36 times the number of months. Well, that's not all that we have to pay. We also have to pay one time $65. So Y equals 36x plus 65.